Oh man, Hakuna Matata, baby.
I have watched a few Let's Plays where
Look at how cool this level looks.
reviewers were for some LPers, the people in the LPs were playing other games other than the game that was being played because they just weren't interested, you know? I mean, I would be watching the game, I just can't right now.
Wow, I just realized I've been playing with my screen at an angle that made it unnecessarily dark and impossible to see. I just corrected it.
Well, maybe
First
you'll
time.
play better now.
Maybe.
Not that you weren't playing well.
Well, I don't think we're gonna fall for that lie of yours. This level, I have a problem-free philosophy about it. I mean, I don't worry about whether I'm doing well or not. Right?
So, viewers, what's your favorite LP that we've done so far? let us know. And now I know I'm saying one that we've done because I know everybody's going to say Billy MC, like the LPs I did with Billy MC. We know that those are your favorites.
Do we know that? That hurts my feelings.
Well,
I quit. I'm not doing this ever. That's it. I've retired officially. Now this is fun. Alright.
Okay. Alright. The majority of the people might say that, but there are some people.
I'm not getting anywhere.
There are some people that might like some of ours the best. That's a possibility. And there's like one guy who likes ones I did with Tinky Dink the best, you know? That's a possibility too.
Okay.
So I know there's a guy because he said so once. There could be more than one person. You never know. But we know. I'm just saying because people say all the time. All the time I get comments saying, make more videos of Billy MC.
Yeah, because that Pants guy, blah.
Well, they don't mention you. They just say make more videos of Billy MC.
Not very entertaining.
And
maybe they don't know that these videos exist. Or are they telling you that on the channel? No, I don't. What?
Both of them. A lot of people are going to defend you now. They're going to come and they're going to say, hey, I like pants.
Oh, thanks, buddies.
So you don't need to worry because you're gonna see that will come out for you.
I'm worried.
You're gonna see that. So
wait,
anyway,
actually, this level is telling me not to. So never mind.
So
man, that really hurt me. Not that, but that part of the level. It was really difficult. That is a part that actually, yeah, it just occurred to me. You would never ever be able to do that.
It'll be fun.
You'll be insulted.
It will be fun
to.
It will be fun to watch this.
Crap.
Because it's fun. I'm doing commentary on something I can't see, so it'll be fun to actually see what happened when we post this.
Yeah. Oh wow. There's a giant monkey kicking my ass.
But what I'm saying is, people always say to me, they always say, make more videos of Billy MC, and I know that. I know everybody wants that. And I want that too. I want to make more videos of Billy MC. I love making videos of Billy MC. He's amazing. But it's really hard because he's hard to get on Skype. It's just, it's up to Billy, basically. And he's a busy guy. And he's got his own schedule. And if he ever wants to, though, I've said this all the time. If he ever wants to, I will jump at the chance. I would love to. It'd be great.
That was a horrible strategy on my part.
Really fun.
This time it's gonna be better.
But I have fun making videos with Pants here. We have lots of fun.
That's good to hear.
Yep.
I don't have any fun.
Yeah, you do.
Nah.
Are you serious?
No.
Okay. It's good you said that.
You wouldn't believe the things that he thinks I'm serious about.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna say something here about that.
I mean, some people might call him gullible.
I'm gonna say something. Yeah, lots of people would, but I'll tell you something.
I'm not one of those people, though.
I don't think I'm
a rude thing to say.
I don't think I'm anywhere near as gullible as I used to be.
What?
But with you, sure.
Ouch.
But here to defend myself. Johnny always says to me, that's a friend of mine. Here's Johnny.
How come he's not my friend?
Okay, he's your friend as well.
Yeah.
All right, but you hardly ever talk to him.
So what?
You are his friend. You're right. He would definitely say that. You're absolutely right. Johnny's a friend of the world. He's like, hey, Yorkie, you know.
He's a friend of everyone who's saying we are the world.
He's like John Candy and Hey Yorkie, sketch on the Russian episode of SCTV, where he would just go around and everywhere he went, everyone was his friends, like, hey Yorkie, he's coming to your town, hey Yorkie, he never wears a frown, hey Yorkie. It's like that, you know? And everybody loves Yorkie. So he's like, hello, do you need help with your tractor today? You know, say to a Russian peasant. And it'd be like that. Everybody likes him. Yeah, there was a famous episode of SCTV wherein their satellite, the SCTV satellite, was intercepted by a Russian television station that took over their airwaves. It was trying to show their dominance over the American television programming, I guess, in interfering with it. It was a really funny episode. So they did all these fake Russian shows that were hilarious. And they even filmed them with this, a different type of camera that had bad technology, you know, to make it look like Russian television at the time.
Yeah.
Russian television today looks fine. It looks great. You know, the quality's great. But back then, it probably wasn't as good in the 80s. But it's a legendary episode, very funny episode. Check that out if you want to see that, viewers.
This boss is like, oh Jesus.
I feel like
I was really.
I never finished what I'm saying. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, I have fun making videos with you as well. Obviously, I have so much fun. It's really good.
This boss is such a boner.
Oh, I know what I was saying. Our friend Johnny, that's what I was trying to say. Our friend Johnny, he says that with you, Pants, it's impossible to tell if you're joking because your tone never changes, your voice never changes. So, you know, no one can tell when you're joking. So he said he doesn't blame me for not being able to know. You know?
That's sort of true, except all of my friends know. I mean, the rest of them.
Yeah, you almost made a mistake there. Because I'm your best friend.
Are you?
Yeah. Of course I am.
I didn't know you could just self-proclaim those things. Right.
I am.
Yeah, if you want to be. It's not really, you know, worth much.
It's worth everything.
Everything.
Of course.
Like 1,000,000 rubles? Is it worth that much?
Why would you say that wasn't worth anything?
I just don't think it's that big of a reward.
It's the best reward.
Okay.
Outside of having a relationship with a romantic person.
Okay.
Like Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
Who's my girlfriend?
I can't believe I was ever able to beat this as a child, but I know that I did at least one.
That should be one of the biggest treasures in your life. Is
Cat
me being your best. Yeah, well,
I
for me.
treasure her for sure. Every day of my life.
For me.
I say, Cat.
Every day of my life.
That's fine.
I'll be in love with you.
Hey, we're trying to listen to Hakuna Matata, okay?
That's a great song. Every day of my life. I love that song. Look that up, viewers. You can look up Bobby Vinton did a great version of that, and it's posted on a channel called the LimePopsicle. Who
what a
happens,
coincidence.
Yeah, it happens to be someone we all know, and well, I hope you love, in a, friend way, and all our viewers in the same way.
You don't want any of them to love you in a
well, okay, if
steamy, passionate, sexual way?
There's some nice girls watching us, sure, but I don't. Are there? If you're a nice girl and you're watching us, write a comment.
Yeah, and if you're a bad girl and you're watching us, leave a comment.
Yeah, because Pants will go for you.
No.
I'll take the good girls, and Pants will take the bad girls.
Listen, I'm not into girls.
Listen, don't tell them that. They'll think you're serious.
I am. I like cats, and cats only.
I mean, you're gonna get offers from...
male or female cats.
From, people that you might not want to.
I want it.
Okay. Anyway,
send in your resume to LimePopsicleAndPants@hotmail.com.
No.
Yes.
That's my email.
So what? You can forward it along.
Give them your email. I don't want them to send
viewers, send your resume to pantsandlimepopsicle@hotmail.com.
Is that your email?
Yes.
You switched it around?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. You can also go on Skype and...
You're probably going to get a lot of stuff you don't want now.
Show me a great video of yourself.
Oh man. You're asking for it. Viewers, don't send this stuff to me. Send it to him, alright? Make sure you send it to him. Give them your contact information again and make sure they get it right.
They got it right. This is the longest boss of all time. I can't believe he exists.
Anyway, the good girls are the ones you marry.
Marriage. That's disgusting.
Yeah, Pants isn't into marriage, so he'll take cats and bad girls and everything. I'll take Kat Dennings, of course, because I already have Kat Dennings.
Unless I take her first.
You can't. You can't do that.
I don't know.
You can't. It's been done. You can't do it again. It's been done.
Listen, I'm pretty sure Cat can be done several times.
Oh, dude, that's awful. You don't even say stuff like that. Viewers, I apologize. Cat, I apologize.
I just realized that. Oh,
yes.
No, I didn't.
Cat, don't.
My ass.
Cat. I'm so sorry for what you just heard. I'm so sorry.
Hey, maybe you should get your mind out of the gutter there, buddy.
You're just way out of line. You're over the line.
No way.
You can't say that.
I'm standing directly on the line. I can see where it is.
Viewers, this LP is rated R. Because, well...
Look, a butterfly.
I'm sorry, viewers. Anyway.
Have you
butterfly. Let's
Have you ever tried to catch a butterfly and then mush it up?
Ew! What's wrong with you?
And then spread it on your toast?
No.
That's how you make butter. You didn't know that? It's mashed butterfly. Why do you think they're called butterflies?
Listen, butterflies are free.
Yeah, totally.
So don't ruin them. I love butterflies. They're very beautiful.
Hey, I don't have anything against pigs. That doesn't mean I'm not going to eat them.
You can look them up, and Cat, I'm sorry about that too. He's really trying to offend you.
I do have something against pigs, actually. They're kind of annoying.
Cat, he's trying to offend you a lot, and I'm really sorry about. I don't know what his problem is today.
I don't have anything against Cat.
Cat really likes pigs. Okay, she's friends with a pig.
How does she feel about it?
Man, did you see the pictures on her Instagram of her and the pig? You saw that.
Yeah.
So, Pants is obligated to follow Cat on Instagram because she's my girlfriend.
It was like Babe all over again. When a pig and that
pig, that pig she was with looked really happy to be with her.
A friendship.
Yeah, and they both looked so happy. And you know what?
Not Babe.
It was adorable.
Charlotte's Web. Was there a cat in Charlotte's Web? Does she have a spider for a friend?
There's a spider in it, yeah. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've seen that.
No, but the question is there a cat in it? Of course there's a spider.
This is the segment in the show where we put Pants on the hot seat. Pants.
It's too hot.
Here's a common question that everybody should know the answer to. Do you know the answer?
Sure do.
Who wrote Frankenstein?
Make it a multiple choice question.
You should know.
Make it a multiple choice question.
Fine. Okay. Let's see. Who wrote Frankenstein? Charlotte Bronte, Mary Shelley, or Bram Stoker?
Well, I do believe that it was a woman. What was the name of the first person?
Charlotte Bronte.
It was that woman. Darn it.
No, she's a famous novelist, but she didn't write any horror stories.
Ernest Hemingway?
Ernest Hemingway.
Edgar Allan Poe?
Can you name a book or a story that Ernest Hemingway wrote?
I'm sure that I should be able to. How about Mockingbird? To Kill a Mockingbird.
Oh, he didn't write that. He didn't write that, no.
Good guess.
No, have you heard of The Sun Also Rises?
No. How about, Of Mice and Men?
That was written by John Steinbeck.
Oh. Goosebumps.
That was R.L. Stein.
Oh, crap.
Harry
Potter.
No, that's that woman.
Okay.
One that makes a lot of money. Writing books about that.
Is this monkey ever gonna die?
Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein, and I'm sure most of the viewers knew that.
Mary Shelley?
Mm-hmm.
I bet you most of them didn't. Be honest, viewers.
Name some poems that Edgar Allan Poe wrote.
The Raven.
Good.
I'm all done.
That's the easiest one.
A fly on a wall was scary. The vampire who had no teeth.
He didn't. That sounds like Goosebumps or something.
No, it sounds like, it sounds like one of your magazine stories.
It does. Dude, can I read a story while you're playing?
No, ask more great questions.
Okay, fine. Who wrote Rachmaninoff's Concerto?
Tchaikovsky.
Are you serious?
I have no idea. I've never heard of such a thing.
It was Rachmaninoff.
Oh, that makes sense. Ask me who wrote Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. Mozart.
You already know the answer to that.
No, it's Mozart.
No.
Okay.
Alright.
You cheated because you said, I thought that was a word that I never heard of, but it was just some dude's name.
Okay, who
What's
wrote
his
the
name?
music? Rachmaninoff.
Rachmaninoff, yeah, never heard of him. Sounds Russian.
Famous classical composer.
So Tchaikovsky's close enough. Aren't all Russian composers the same?
No. Who wrote Handel's Messiah?
Monk 73.
No, Handel.
Oh, damn it, you did it to me.
I did it again. I can't believe you got it twice. This is fun.
Who wrote Homer's Odyssey? I don't think it was Homer.
Do they know who wrote it? That's a good question. Was it Homer? I think it was Homer, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it is Homer. I've read that. Have you read it?
No. Who wrote Dante's Inferno?
I had to write it. I don't know.
Who wrote The Flight of Icarus? Is that what it's called?
Isn't that like a legend? A Greek legend or something?
Yeah, I guess, someone wrote it, but I guess not credited.
Well, okay, explain the Native American legend of the trickster.
What the hell does that mean?
What is the trickster in some Native American legends? What is the trickster figure?
I don't know what that means. I must be doing something wrong here.
It's a figure that kind of manipulates things, fake to play kind of tricks and jokes on people. You know, so if things go wrong, or, you know, things not going the way you want, some Native American tribes would say that it was the trickster.
I've literally landed on this monkey's head, I think 15 times now, and he's still not dead. I don't know that he can die. I must be doing something wrong.
It's not the final boss, is it?
Well, it's one of them. It's the final boss on this.
Oh yeah, but I mean the entire game.
No, I'm not even an adult yet.
Before Harold Lloyd did the glasses character that he was best known for, what was the name of his character before that? I'll give you a hint. It was a Charlie Chaplin clone.
Charlie Lloyd.
This is funny, even just to listen to your answers.
Adolf Lloyd.
No, his name was Lonesome Luke.
Well, that's just obvious.
What was the comics that Luke Maynard did for a university newspaper back in the early 2000s?
Fuzzy Peaches.
No, Frog Boy.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Luke.
Yeah, famous dipshit.
Oh my.
No, I'm sorry. I was so uncalled for. I'm so sorry. No, he's a good guy.
I'm inclined to agree with you that it was very uncalled for.
He's a good guy. Okay,
I seriously need to do something else different here. This is...
Dude, he saved my life. So...
Sure he did.
You know, he's more than once, so he's a great guy. You know, I'm so sorry, I apologize. That was so... I meant that, like, a friend would say to another friend. You know what I mean?
The LimePopsicle didn't know that you're supposed to look both ways before crossing the street.
You remembered that.
Yeah, he thought you were just supposed to just go.
No, I just forgot, you know?
He was thinking of Jennifer at the time.
Yeah. Jeez, you know, I can't believe you know all this.
I remember some things. Is this what I'm supposed to be?
Jennifer Love Hewitt was my girlfriend before,
maybe this is what I'm supposed to do.
Before Kat Dennings, but I've been with Kat for, 8 years? 9 years, right? Wait.
I don't know.
I'll get this.
Wow, that is all I was supposed to do.
Hold on.
That took forever.
I've been with Kat for 9 years and 4.5 months.
Oh my god, I'm an adult. This is my destiny.
What do you think of that?
Sorry?
I've been with Kat for 9 years and 4.5 months.
9 years, 4.5 months.
Uh-huh. Of course, I knew of her before most people did, you know.
Wow, look at the size of that spider. I'm gonna crash it. What is
And
that?
she literally used to defend me in her
That
forum
thing
and
is
stuff.
gigantic.
For real, I'm not even making that up. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is a real spider that Pants is talking about. Not in the game.
Not in the game. I'll be right back.
I thought
flush this down the toilet.
Right, cool, I'll keep talking.
There you go.
So, let me tell you about this. Sometimes he sees spiders in his room. Now, there's spiders in my room too sometimes, right? But apparently some of the ones in Pants' room are enormous. In fact, there was a time a few months ago when he was in bed, and he told me this, like, I didn't see it obviously, I wasn't there. I wouldn't want to see this. But he was in bed, and this spider fell down from the ceiling onto his bed right beside him. And he said it was so big, alright, that it made a thud on the bed. Alright, he said it was so big you wouldn't believe how big this spider was. And that would freak me out. I wouldn't want to see that. So, yeah, there's something going on in his house, or something. I don't know. There was a bat in his house, too. There was a bat recently. Last year. Something like that. So, I don't know, maybe you're probably gonna think he lives in a castle or something, like an old castle, but no, he doesn't. There's just some weird insects and things, and, well, bat's not an insect, but you know what I mean, in Pants' house. So yeah. Hey, I think he's coming back. So yeah, so that's the story about that. Yeah, he's coming.
Apparently I live in Texas. That is gigantic.
Is it as big as the other one?
Not quite, I don't think, but that guy would have eaten me for breakfast if I didn't get him first.
Wow, I don't like that at all. I wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah. Alright, we're back.
You have to be a tough person, viewers, to be able to deal with that.
Yeah, you gotta be mega alpha like me.
Kat doesn't enjoy spiders in her room either. She used to write about it on her blog sometimes. She'd be like, there's a spider in my bathroom, and she'd get, be like, I gotta get it.
I think a spider in my bathroom slash bedroom is literally every female's blog ever written.
And what happened is, it led to a rumor that she had arachnophobia, but she dispensed with that rumor and said that is not true. It's just she just doesn't like spiders, like in her bathroom.
Shit.
And in her room and things.
Ouch. Well, I mean, does anyone really want spiders to crawl on them? Is that anybody's desire?
I think there are some people out there that like that, but I personally wouldn't want that at all. I don't like it.
Yeah.
There's some weird people, you know.
I'm really beating the shit out of some little weird cat things right now. It's pretty intense. Whoa, look at you. Eat shit, leopard. Oh yeah, my timing is impeccable. Look at that shit. Oh my god, I'm kicking ass. Is there any end to these things, or do they just keep coming forever? Am I supposed to, like, jump somewhere else, or just...
Remember, you're being recorded.
Oh wow, no, that is all I was supposed to do. I kicked the crap out of those things. What, did I say something objectionable?
Well, you're just swearing a lot.
I'm sorry. Not really, though. I mean, yes I am. Don't swear, kids.
Okay, next question. What does pulchritudinous mean?
It means, the essence of cat dames.
Yes, that's right. You said that before I got you. That's good. I like that. That's good. Okay.
For pulchritude is immense and immeasurable by any technology invented by man.
I want you to quiz me now, okay?
Okay.
So what you do is...
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Are you ready?
No, wait. I'm gonna tell you what I want you to do, though.
I'm probably not gonna do it.
No, I want you to do this. Okay, so what I want you to do is...
Ouch.
I want you to say a year, alright? You know, since 19... let me think. Since 1948, okay?
Yeah.
And ask me who was the president in that year. And I'll just say this like that. And I'm not looking anything out, I'm just saying this, right?
That sounds good. Are you ready?
Yeah.
How many
No,
goals
come on, do it.
do you have to score
I knew you were gonna do this. Don't do stupid sports questions.
to
I
get
don't
a
wanna
hat
answer
trick?
that. I'm not even talking about that. No one cares, seriously.
No one cared about the questions you asked me either.
They care more about that than they do about sports.
No, this is the fun of the game.
See, what you don't get is that most of our viewers don't like sports either.
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you have
You
to just
don't-
ask me sports questions? Like,
What you
seriously?
don't get is that the fun of the game is asking questions that are really easy, unless the person knows nothing about them, like you in sports, or me in ballet, or ancient literature.
Alright, fine. We'll make a deal here, okay? We'll
It's
take
funny
turns.
when you don't know the answer.
If you're gonna ask me dumb sports questions,
Yeah,
alright?
yeah.
I will ask you questions as well.
Yeah,
that you
okay,
won't know.
sure. I thought that's what we were already doing.
Yeah, but I was asking you questions that you should have known the answers to.
Yeah, you should.
Now I'll just ask you things that
You should definitely know the answer to the questions that I'm going to ask you too. I
It
think most viewers will know the answer.
doesn't matter.
It's going to be. They're going
And
to.
they
It's funny.
probably don't either.
Well, you probably don't know what I'm going to ask you.
But anyway, I
Alright,
want
how
you to
many-
ask me what year. I'll tell you who was president then.
Oh crap, that sucked.
I want to do that first.
Okay, 1934,
I said since 1948.
1973,
I don't like that year. That was Richard Nixon though.
2008.
Yes. Barack Obama. Well, actually, it wasn't Barack Obama. He got elected that year, but George Bush was still president. And it doesn't take effect until January, so it would have been George Bush then.
Oh. 1939.
That's after.
Yeah. This is an important time for someone to be president, though.
For sure. I think it was probably Roosevelt, right? Franklin Roosevelt?
I don't know.
Well, he was president during World War II.
Alright, how about 1964?
1964, well, that was Lyndon Johnson, because Kennedy was assassinated in November of 1963, and then he was the vice president that took over.
1988.
64 was an election year, by the way. That's the year that Lyndon Johnson got elected officially. What year?
1988.
Oh, that would be Ronald Reagan, right? But
No idea.
1988 was an election year as well. I'm pretty sure about that. And that's it. George Bush the First got elected. And then he took over in January of 89. Are you impressed how I can just do this like this?
Yeah, you're amazing. Do we do enough yet, or do?
No, let's do some more. I like doing this. It's fun.
I think we've pretty much named every president.
No, you haven't. Just do some more. You've missed some. You haven't done them all.
I got an easier idea. Why don't you just list them off?
Okay. So this is what happened. 1948. So Franklin Roosevelt. Okay.
Viewers, this is otherwise known as the bragging part of the Let's Play.
I'm not gonna... Okay, well, the first president was George Washington, right?
That's
I'm not gonna name every single president.
Who was the second president?
Now, that's the question, right, that a lot of people don't know the answer to.
Oh, yeah.
Was it
Maybe
Thomas...
because the third one is the other one they know?
Was Thomas Jefferson the president?
I have no clue.
Because I would guess he may have been the second president. I'm not really sure, though. But, viewers, I want you to remember something here. I'm Canadian, so, you know, we're Canadian, so this is even more interesting, I think.
Well, I mean, America's the only country that...
Dude, you couldn't do this, what I'm doing right now.
No, definitely not. I don't know... No. I couldn't tell you who was president before George Bush, except I think it was Clinton, so I probably can. And then I guess before that it was also George Bush.
Right, and who was before that?
No idea. No. Carter?
No. Okay, I'll do this, and I'll tell you every year. Okay, you ready for this? Here we go. Alright. I'm not looking at anything, I'm just doing this, looking at my desktop of Kat Dennings. Alright. And she's not telling me either. Okay. So anyway,
She's telling him with her eyes.
Yeah. So, you know, in the early 1900s, you had presidents like Theodore Roosevelt. Everybody likes Teddy Roosevelt.
Do they?
Yeah, he's a rough rider, you know.
Yeah, I mean, he's a badass. There's no doubt about that.
And of course, there was Calvin Coolidge. Was he the president in the 20s, Calvin Coolidge?
I don't know.
We've
established this already. I don't know anything.
And of course, during the Depression, you know, Franklin Roosevelt. He said he's the guy that walk softly and carry a big stick, didn't he?
I don't know.
And I think he said we have nothing to fear but fear itself. You know, and he helped you know, lead America. Well, World War II is what got Americans out of the Depression. But he was still president. Now, Franklin Roosevelt had, I think, 4 terms as president. And then he died during his 4th term. I think that's what it was. I don't think it was the 3rd term. I think it was the 4th term. So what happened was, after that, they said, we don't ever want to allow a president to have 4 terms again. So they can only have 2 terms from now on. And that's when it started to become 2 terms.
Okay.
So when he died, Harry Truman, I think he was his vice president. He became president because Harry Truman was elected president. I assume he was his vice president, but he's elected president officially in 1948. All right? It was in 1948, and he was president until 1952. And then 1952, Eisenhower, who you know Eisenhower, right?
No.
The famous Dwight Eisenhower, who was a great president during the 1950s, became the president. He's very popular. And he got reelected again in 1956 as the president. In 1960, John F. Kennedy was elected the president. Now, John Kennedy very narrowly beat Richard Nixon. Nixon got very close to becoming president in 1960. There are, you know, some people might say it was rigged or whatever, or, you know, but they always say that when elections are close, so, right? But for the first time, there were television debates, which people could turn on their television and see the presidents, you know, debating. And Nixon had 5 o'clock shadow during his debates, which is, if you know what that is, it's like a stubble, like for the beard stubble, you know. And people say, well, that doesn't look as good. So that gave Kennedy an advantage.
If only it was in style then like it is now.
True. Now, although Nixon had a great debate with Khrushchev, who was the leader of Russia at the time, who
is this going to end soon?
He was very famous for pounding his shoe at the UN and saying, "We will bury you," to the Americans. But he had a kitchen debate with him, which was very interesting. So anyway, Well, they had a debate in a kitchen. It was in a kitchen.
Why?
Well, it was an impromptu debate. It wasn't filmed or anything.
Well, how do we know it was so great?
Oh, it was great. So, and also, Khrushchev went to Disneyland. He decided to visit the U.S. He went to Disneyland. And he also went to the set of a movie. He wanted to see what an American movie looked like. And that movie was Can-Can, starring Shirley MacLaine and Marie Chevalier. Now, he was disgusted at the movie because he's like, oh, this is American decadence on display. And the reason was because it was about the Can-Can, which is funny because that's a French dance, right? But, you know, in the Can-Can, you know, the ladies, like, have their behinds and they lift up dresses and stuff like that.
Behinds?
Right? So anyway, John F. Kennedy became the president. He became one of the most popular presidents of all time.
I'm quitting the Let's Play at this time. I can't handle it.
Why?
It's just, it's not fun to play anymore. It's too difficult, maybe. I don't know. I'm done. But you can just keep talking. No, we'll just sit on this pause screen forever until you're done.
All right, so John F. Kennedy became president. He's one of the most popular presidents of all time. And the time he was president, they called a Camelot. Called a Camelot time because if you know the story of Camelot, with King Arthur and Guinevere and Merlin and everything, it's supposed to be like an ideal place, Camelot. So America was like Camelot when John F. Kennedy was president.
You would think that this lesson is for Beach Chef and people like him because they're not Americans, but actually it's for the Americans because they have no idea, none of them.
Now, unfortunately, Kennedy was assassinated in November of 1963, and what that did, of course, nothing was the same. It was the end of innocence, and then the British invasion occurred in February of 1964, and that further, changed America.
You slutted up our country, Britain.
Changed music and everything. But Lyndon Johnson became the president because
brought their filth over the ocean.
He was John F. Kennedy's vice president.
Disgusting. And
then he ran against Barry Goldwater in 1964, and he won pretty easily. Lyndon Johnson won pretty easily. And he got America embroiled beyond repair in Vietnam. He really messed that up, and he felt so badly about it. He didn't know what to do, and I think it ate him up inside, because he was he made the Vietnam conflict really bad, by getting Americans really involved in it.
All right, 1992.
No, come on now. And then 1968, Richard Nixon became president, and he was. He is, should I say it?
You should get on with it.
Well, he is my favorite president. I'll just say that right now. He's my favorite president. I'm not going to go into details, but...
That's it, viewers. Unsubscribe.
So anyway...
Secretly... We're a Nazi propaganda.
It's nothing about Nazis. He's not.
He's an evil man.
He's not evil. He was misunderstood. And
oh, never mind.
There's nothing about Nazis. Nothing about Nazis. You're being absolutely ridiculous right
Haven't
now.
you listened to Alex Jones?
No, I don't listen to Alex Jones.
Yeah.
But listen.
I don't know if he said that, but he probably did.
But listen, I don't know where you come. There's no Nazi thing. I don't. Pants is making this up. Okay. Okay, so anyway, listen, Nixon, I like Nixon. There aren't many people that like Nixon because of the whole Watergate scandal, that caused him to resign because he became the only president to resign. But I don't think Watergate was a big deal. That's just my opinion. I know all about it, and I don't think it was a big deal.
Yeah. Leonard Skinner doesn't care either.
So anyway, but Nixon was a pretty popular president. I mean, he was reelected in 1972. He won pretty easily in 1972. Yeah. And unfortunately,
he talked like a weirdo. That was pretty cool.
Unfortunately, the Watergate thing happened. Where
Can you do a Nixon impression?
Oh, you want me to try that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I am not a crook. How's that?
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
You want to hear a funny story about him? Okay. It's really short.
I hope it's not insulting.
No. Norm Macdonald was doing an interview on Howard Stern, and he was talking about how the day before he watched a video on YouTube of Richard Nixon sharing his opinions about, what's this show called? All in the Family?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't quite understand it. He wasn't like, he wasn't very familiar with popular culture, which is, maybe a good asset for a president.
I don't know if that's true or not, but,
Well, he seemed to think that the show was, I should probably not share what it was. But
don't do it. But listen.
It was really funny how...
I just want to say this, though, all right?
Can't you...
I got to interrupt you.
Say it? Okay.
I got to interrupt you for a second.
Go ahead.
Because Richard Nixon was the first president to ever appear on a popular culture program to try to, increase his voter likability the way that Obama does all the time.
What was it?
It was Laugh-In, which was the biggest show on television in 1968.
Oh, good.
It's also the show that made Tiny Tim famous as well. And they had a saying on the show. They had a bunch of catchphrases like "You bet your sweet bippy" and stuff like that, right? Tell it to the judge. And one of them was "Sock it to me." So Nixon just appeared on the show to say that. So he had "Sock it to me," like that,
That's pretty funny.
Okay. So there you go. So I'm just saying, because you're saying he wasn't familiar with popular culture, but, he was the first president to use popular culture to his advantage. So I'm just saying that. So I don't know if you're right. Just next. Okay, go ahead.
I think our viewers will be intelligent enough to know that doesn't prove anything. But, no, I was finished pretty much. It was funny how his impression of the show was so shockingly wrong.
You felt you had to share that?
Yeah, because it was really funny.
Well, there's another... Okay, first of all, I don't know if that's true, because there's a lot of propaganda out there. You never know if this stuff is true.
You think All in the Family was propaganda?
No, but about Nixon, I mean, like, people say a lot of things that weren't true.
No, it was a clip of him saying it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you another thing about All in the Family, though. The thing you gotta know about All in the Family, it was the first television show of that type. There wasn't anything like that before it. And a lot of people misinterpreted the show. A lot of people just went along with Archie Bunker because they said, oh, this guy, he's right about everything. They didn't get that it was, they were making fun of him on the show. They didn't get that.
Uh-huh.
So, a lot of people misinterpreted it.
Okay.
Some, a lot of people didn't too, obviously, but just saying.
Yeah, we can just cut that part out. It wasn't interesting.
But anyway, so the Watergate thing happened. I won't go into that. As I said, I don't think it was a big deal.
I'm sorry, viewers, I didn't cut it out and you had to hear it.
And then after that, his vice president became, when he resigned, Gerald Ford became the vice president. Became the president. And then Gerald Ford ran against Jimmy Carter. Now, he resigned...
Excuse me.
Nixon resigned in 1974. And the election was 1976. So Gerald Ford ran against Jimmy Carter, but he didn't win. So Gerald Ford was not president for very long. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Jimmy Carter became the president, and he was a peanut farmer from the South.
Yeah.
Well, it's true, right?
Maybe. I just didn't expect that. When you started saying that, I just thought you were going to say something else.
No, that's what he was.
Okay, I don't know what he was.
He had a big smile, and he had a brother named Billy.
And everybody loves peanuts.
And his brother Billy was an alcoholic, a drunk.
Oh, cool.
And he was always embarrassing Jimmy Carter when he was president and everything. Because, I think Billy Beer was named after him, or he started Billy Beer, something like that. Have you heard of that?
No.
All right. So anyway, he was president, and gas prices rose. People were in enormous lineups at the gas pumps, and Tiny Tim that wanted to recapture his fame, so he did a song called Tiptoe to the Gas Pumps that he was hoping was going to be a big hit.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't. So, and later in the 80s, he did another one called I Saw Mr. Presley Tiptoeing Through the Tulips. And that didn't happen either.
Holy cow.
But anyway, that's a tangent. Okay, so Jimmy Carter was, president. And then in 1980, that's right, in 1980, he ran against Ronald Reagan. Now, a lot of people know Ronald Reagan. Very famous president. So, Ronald Reagan, he...
Beat the shit out of him.
He did great in the debates. Like, he was amazing at debating and everything.
Did he win 49 out of 50 states or something?
And Reagan thought that Carter was a pretty worthless little word, That was his own words. What's that?
Didn't he win 49 out of 50 states or something?
I don't know.
I thought he did.
He became president in 1980, Ronald Reagan, and then he was shot very soon after that, very soon into his presidency. He was shot by John Hinckley. And John Hinckley tried to assassinate him, but he didn't succeed. We were very lucky he did not succeed. And the reason John Hinckley did that was because he wanted to impress Jodie Foster, the actress Jodie Foster.
I've heard about this.
And he thought that would be the way to do it, because he was a psycho. Now, well, there you are.
He won 44 out of 50 states.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, was that the 1980 election you're looking at?
Yeah. And actually, this guy named John B. Anderson ran as an independent and got quite a few votes, surprisingly.
I never heard of that guy.
1/7 as many as Jimmy Carter.
I don't even know about that dude.
Jimmy Carter's popular vote wasn't actually that. I mean, in that sense, it wasn't a landslide, but I guess the way that the political system works. Anyway.
So then Reagan was reelected again in I should say that, as I said, Reagan survived, obviously, and he, when he became the president and throughout all the 80s, he's reelected in 1984, and he was president until 1988. And in 1988, there was election, and George Bush, who I believe was his VP, he was his VP in the second term.
Sure was.
He became the president. Now, his name is George Walker Bush. Is that right?
It's George H.W. anyway.
Yeah, George Walker Herbert Walker Bush. I think that's what it is.
I can check since Wikipedia's right here. Yep, you're right.
Wow, isn't that good?
Amazing.
Thanks, man. So anyway, he was elected in 1988, and he became president. Now, he got involved in the Gulf War. We know how that was. Saddam Hussein.
What?
And
I love golf.
And
what were they fighting about?
In 1992, he was not reelected. He also raised taxes. He was not reelected. And Bill Clinton was elected in 1992.
Billy boy.
And Hillary was his first lady and ran it also like she was president as well, because she always liked doing that kind of thing, and she still, likes doing that sort of thing. So basically,
Bill Clinton was a hottie.
Now, he was involved in many scandals, as we know, in the White House with various women that he cheated with, and they did things to him in the Oval Office, other places. It wasn't just Monica Lewinsky. It was like Jennifer Flowers and and other people. But anyhow,
Flowers. That's a nice name.
Yeah, she was an earlier one.
Did he deflower her?
Well, I doubt it. Right? I mean, I'm sure but I'm sure she wasn't, in the first place.
Oh, I see.
So anyway, so Bill Clinton was president. Then he became. Then there was the election in 1996, and he was reelected. until the year 2000. And in the year 2000, the other George Bush was elected. Now, what's his name? I should know this. No, seriously, what's his name?
I'll look.
George W. They call him W, right?
Yeah.
So George W. Bush. What's his middle?
It's Walker, same name.
So same name. The figures.
Just
all right,
got rid of the Herbert.
Yeah, so George Walker Bush became president, and of course, then
George Dibs. He's a big fan of Dibstead.
And so then he was president. Then he became reelected again in 2004, and then he was president for the full thing as well, 8 years. And then Barack Obama became president in 2008.
Was voted in 2008.
Yeah. Oh, right. Exactly. Thank you for correcting me on that. And he was voted in 2008. Don't double dip. And he was... That didn't mean... It meant nothing. He became president. Did I explain that?
No.
Okay, I heard that. So anyway, he became president in 2008. I was thinking about potato chips.
Yeah.
You know when Billy MC did the video with the potato chips and he said, "Don't double dip."
Yeah, it was good advice.
I don't know why, but I just thought of that all of a sudden. I don't even know why.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, 2008, Barack Obama was elected. And then the last election was, what, 2012? Would that be right?
Had to be.
Yeah, 2012. He was reelected. I'm sure the viewers know all this part.
Yeah.
And then in 2016, Hillary Clinton was elected.
Bobby Darin.
And that's how it goes. What about Bobby Darin?
That was a prediction that he just made. He thinks he's a prophet.
I made that prediction, 2.5 years ago, something like that?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know if it really makes it any more impressive. Especially if it turns out to be wrong.
Well, I don't, we don't want to take sides here on the show, but...
I do.
That's the whole... Okay, go do it.
I vote for myself.
All right.
You should, too.
I'll vote for myself.
I'm pointing at you like, what's that guy's name? That pointed at people and said, "I want you."
Oh, Uncle Sam.
Yeah. I'm Uncle Sam. Vote for me. You can call me Uncle Pants. Pants 2016.
Oh, boy.
I can run, right? I'm eligible? I'm pretty sure.
No, you have to be an American citizen.
No, I'm pretty sure I can run. Oh, I know. I'll become one.
So what did you... Oh, yeah, you wanted to ask me sports questions. We're going to take turns with questions.
Yeah, well, we can save that for another time since, we've punished them enough. We'll punish them later.
Well, they can stop.
More.
Guys, if you don't want to listen, you can stop earlier if it starts getting boring.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for coming, viewers.
So you don't want to trade questions?
We'll do that another time.
All right.
All right. Be prepared.
To the
The Lion King.
Yeah.
Everyone likes to sing it.
So I hope you enjoyed watching Pants play The Lion King.
Nobody knows what the hell Timon is.
And I played the first level. Timon is one of the Jackson brothers, I think.
Correct.
It's one of the ones that didn't have plastic surgery.
It was pretty great stuff. Wait a second. Are you insinuating that Michael Jackson's face wasn't real? That is a really bold statement that you're making, and I think you should watch where you step, my brother. His nose fell off.
I heard that. Is that true, though?
I don't know.
That's funny that you heard that, huh?
Because
I heard that. I did hear that when he was still alive. I heard that.
I don't know. Does it really count as a nose? It didn't look like a nose.
I told a guy about that, and he was like, "Yeah, I don't doubt it."
It's like really stubby. It fell off and he didn't put it back on, maybe. That sounds
Be
about right.
like, didn't Egyptians not have a nose when they were dead?
No. I think what you're remembering is that they took their brains out through their nose.
Yeah, I remember that. I know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you die and your skin and stuff goes away and you're just left with a skull, yeah, there's not really...
They used to do a lot of things to the body, like, wash it out and stuff, or
Yeah, that's how you go to heaven.
a lot of
Everyone knows that.
they did. And they give them all the treasures and everything, and they'd mummify their cats as well.
Well, it's because cats were sacred.
They believed in cats that way.
I
Like,
also believe in cats.
I told Quinn Young that as well. I'm sure he knew already.
Yes.
He's a dapper guy
Yeah.
because of his, his photo.
Yeah, he's in a three-piece or something.
Cartoon, which is pretty cool.
Okay. Awesome stuff. And remember, viewers, that was a cue for you.
Oh, viewers, remember, watch The Kid Brother starring Harold Lloyd and Jobina Ralston because it's a really good movie from the last days of silent cinema.
Say the name of the movie again because it cut out.
The Kid Brother.
Wow, it happened again. The Kid Brothers?
No, The Kid Brother.
The Kid Brother, okay.
It's starring Harold Lloyd and Jobina Ralston from 1927. It's a really good silent film comedy.
I'm going to watch it.
You should watch it, actually. It's extremely well made. The photography's great. It's funny. It's just the whole movie's beautiful. Beautiful
All right,
movie.
awesome.
Classic of silent cinema. So that's my tip, viewers.
Perfect.
See you later.
Yeah. Don't die by accident. Is that it?
Or ever.
Okay. Agreed. Bye-bye.